What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play. Today, I've got a brand new campaign for you. We're playing Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness, and we're playing as Portugal. Portugal, by far, won the vote, the nation vote that we put out a couple days ago. And so, we're going to start recording this campaign. Thank you to everybody who submitted feedback and actually put in what their opinion should be for my next campaign. I appreciate that. So, as I look around the world map here, as Portugal, we have a couple of sort of holdings here in the middle of the Atlantic. A couple of islands out here. I also hold this little territory here in Gambia. Another southwestern Africa, holding here into South Angola. And then, of course, I have Portuguese Africa over here on the east coast. A couple of opportunities for expansion, I think, right off of the bat, and including going south here into Zulu, Transvaal, and Orange. We'll work on getting our life rating up over time so that we can start colonizing across the midsection of Africa here, eventually into the Congo, etc., and hopefully cut off British expansion northwards out of South Africa there. So let's do it. I have 1.5 million men so far in my country. We've got to go ahead and set up for the campaign here. So I've already got 1.5% of the population are soldiers. Clergymen, only 1% there, so we can go ahead and raise that with one of our national focuses. We need to go ahead and see where the biggest population density in my country is. Of course, that's going to be in mainland Portugal over here, so the top left, Porto. National focus for you, sir, is going to be clergymen. And the nice thing is Portugal is you get to actually start out with 2 national focuses. So let's set a second one down here at the capital of Lisbon as soldiers. Try to raise our military if I possibly can. Speaking of, let's go ahead and build a regiment right off the bat there. We'll go ahead and just get a standard infantry unit going. I do have an 18 stack here already, all standard infantry and 1 cavalry unit. Anything down here in Africa? Yes, a small infantry section there, as well as over here. Nothing over here in the far west coast of Africa, which is to be expected. We are number 14 in the world, so we start off as a secondary power, which is pretty cool. Liking that, let's pick our research. Usually I like to start off and go with the medicine there just to get my supply limit up for my troops. It's normally the first thing I hit. Budget-wise, let's make sure that we raise our taxes. Tax the lower class significantly there. We can also raise military spending all the way up. I want to do that. Education and administration, I can drop those for the time being. Why so expensive? I guess it's because of my current military. I can go ahead and drop the national stockpile there to help with some of the expenses. But let's go ahead and kick that off to do some money planning here in a little bit. Any projects available? No, not currently. I am a liberal form of government, it looks like. Yep. I cannot build factories, so we're going to make sure that we need to have capitalists help us try to build up our industry rating a little bit. So once I get my clergymen up to 2% of the overall population, which maxes out your research rate, what I'll do is I'll switch that national focus over to capitalists and trying to get those guys to help build up the industry here in Portugal. I mean, I'm only going to have a limited number of chances to build factories up in here because you can see, I think this is only 3 regions. This one here towards the southeast, and then this one here in the middle, and then, of course, my northern one up here too. So, are we in anyone else's sphere at all? No. The Spanish, of course, are trying to like me a lot. I think it would be a good idea to warm up to the British. So we'll go ahead and spend some diplomatic points by doing that right off the bat. The Spanish already like me quite a bit as well, but still have a negative 70 value in terms of a alliance offer. So we're going to have to wait a little bit on that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and start the game. Now let's keep a close eye on this money because I want to make sure that we're not going into debt right off of the bat. Where is all of this coming from? Mostly my fleet. Clipper convoys, that's very expensive there. So if I take a look at my fleet, yeah, I have quite a big fleet. So it's really this slider here that's going to save me a lot of money. So I'll bring that down as far as I possibly can. There we go. And now now that brings me a lot closer. Absolutely. No construction projects, so I might as well leave that all the way up. Can we raise taxes on the middle class and upper class a little bit further? Looks like it. I can also raise tariffs to help out. Okay. Finally seeing green for the first time. Alright, that's good. We do not want to go into debt right off of the bat, so... My literacy rating is only 13%. Should also have a new unit being built. Yes, in Lisbon. And then that's already up at my force limit there for my military, so that's kind of lame. Let's go ahead and bump the speed just a little bit there as well. And then come back. I need 2 diplomatic points as a requirement to go ahead and increase relations with the British yet again. So we'll have to wait a second for that. Population-wise, clergymen should be rising as an overall number for us. Soldiers in Portugal hovering right around the same number there, 23,360. Already having a small rebellion up here in Spain. Portugal, I'm excited for this campaign. I don't have any holdings in South America. Spanish hold Cuba, of course. Attempt to justify war using the demand concession casus belli against Burma. UK going in against Burma already, it looks like. They've at least obtained the casus belli to do that. Go ahead and combine forces here. Yeah, we're actually making money now, so that's good. Alright, so once medicine finishes up for us... Oh, I have 3 diplomatic points. So, go over to UK. Increase relations with you. Great. Go to the relations map mode here and really take a look. Lose $100 to support the business. One of the merchants has found himself in dire straits since the collapse of his family business. The business is or was a local powerhouse of industry. Many locals now find themselves without jobs and means of earning a living. While this is a tragedy, we could perhaps do something about it. Our government's policy of economic interventionism allows us to use public means to support fledgling or failing businesses. We could intervene in the situation and support the business. Portuguese Hong Kong. Lose 2 militancy or gain 1 militancy. Of course, we're going to take the lose militancy piece. I have Hong Kong. I forgot about that. Or Macau here. What's this called? Portuguese Hong Kong and Macau. Well then. No, Hong Kong is technically showing as belonging to the Chinese Empire. So. Yeah. All the way up here. Separate of Zhuanghe. Which is fine. Alright. We'll let you guys do your thing. France. Negative 47 value for an alliance with them. Negative 73. It would actually be easier to get in with the French than anybody. At least right now. Austria. Austria would be fairly easy as well. How about you, Prussia? No, not as easy. Instead, let's go over here to France and hit them up. If they end up being enemies with Spain, maybe I could help them and try to steal some territories off of them in mainland Europe here. That'd be pretty sweet. Spain does like me a whole lot. Is there anyone trying to sphere me, though? Got a little bit of investment from the British, of course. And we are showing as friendly with the Spanish. So it's very possible that we could be sphered by the Spanish before we entice the French into doing so. But France still is at a plus 60 relationship with us. I need to wait a little while. Only 0.6. I only have 0.6 diplomatic points right now. See, that just went up by 0.4, so... Okay. Got quite a few wars going on right now. Brazilian liberation of Colombian Amazonia. That normally happens. War of the Pacific. Chile against Bolivia and Peru. You've also got Russia that's gone to war against Persia and Coquitlam. Dynam asking me for military access right now. Why in the hell would they want military access from me? I only hold this little piece here, and then my cow up here. I think I'm going to deny you that access. Let's go back over to France while I'm thinking about it. Almost able to increase relations. There we go. Oh, we fell to number 16 in the world. France is still not showing me any love as far as external investment. UK, we'll go ahead and give you military access since you requested that. We could try to invade Transvaal over here. No one's helping them. Neutral, neutral. If we go to justify war, I need to wait a little bit to be able to send a diplomat over to do that. But let's see how much infamy I would take on for taking over Transvaal. Very small military power there. We could probably go after Orange eventually as well, just get this whole section. Might piss off the British a little bit, though, since we're moving in closer towards British South Africa. Justify a war. Conquest. Yeah, that sucks. The full 22 infamy limit there. Don't have any current alliances, so I want to wait at least until I have an alliance built up to be able to go after them. Alright, the reactionaries gaining support now in my country. Macau gets potato blight. No. July or January. Well, I lose 2 prestige with this. So, I'm going to let them eat cake. I do not want to lose any prestige. I only have 10 right now. So, let's raise the time limit there up to speed 5. Go back to France and say, hey, what's up, guys? I thought we were pretty cool here. Why aren't you doing anything for me? Oh, Casus Belli now against Punjab from the UK, which is all the way over here in India. So I wonder if they're going to try to annex them. Oh, and then Spain also looking to move into Morocco. No surprise there. So they should be declaring war on Morocco here any minute. Who is Spain allied with? The Austrians. Interesting. Form alliance they will not accept, but... Oh good, the medicine research is finally finished. Diplomatic value minus 37. So it looks like we're going to have to continue increasing relations with them there. Okay, now that medicine is complete... We are having some cash flow issues. We are running at a positive budget right now, but only on just under $6,000. To put that in perspective, I started the game with $5,000. So it's sort of all over the place. I think the stock exchange helps our tax efficiency, plus 5% there. So let's go ahead and raise that. Let's also check on our population and see how well. Okay, clergymen now up to 1.2%. Spain asking for military access. We'll give that to them. Army attrition, -5%. Population growth, plus 2.02%. That's good. Just from my medicine discoveries there. Vaccination coming through as well. We do keep falling down, though, in terms of world rankings. All the way down to number 17 now, which sucks. That's okay. That is A-okay. We will be just fine. Yeah, still showing it as running a negative budget here, but the stock exchange technology almost halfway complete. Reactionaries gaining support, liberals gaining support as well. The Conservative Party losing most of the support there. 20% more in favor of protectionism. I normally like to do the free trade. So we'll do that, even though it pisses off people that are not in favor of free trade. I also like to go atheist, just so I can get as many immigrants as I possibly can. Don't want to religiously persecute anybody, really. All pops in Portuguese Hong Kong become 5% in favor of moralism. So, trying to do that as much as we can. Residency, full citizenship, absolutely. We are open to immigrants. So, that's how you get more soldiers, you get more workers, factories, the whole 9 yards. Jingoism, we want that to go up. Clergymen now up to 1.3%. Full citizenship again. These are just the elections that we're going through. Oh, good. We've been able to come up with a vaccination against malaria. We'll take that. Elections are now finished. And I think we actually switched over to conservative now, which we did. Through that, as conservatism is still the vastly popular government form in my country there. Almost 60% of people want that. So, along with that, I still don't get to build factories, but I get to build basically everything else. So we're going to need to, again, make sure that we switch over to capitalists coming into the country at some point, so that can boost my industry score. And the industry score, I think, is really what's going to hinder us this whole campaign as far as moving up into a potential great power status. You've got to get to ranking 8 or better to achieve that. Tax efficiency plus 5% there. Excellent. Normally, I'm going to go over here to idealism next with the research points plus 50%. Once we start on that and finish it, then I can start updating my military. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause it again. I am gaining a couple of prestige points along the way, so... Oh, and I do have room to build another military guy here. So, we'll do that. That'll set us up for 24,000 troops here. With willing and able to go to war. Transvaal. Anybody liking you a lot yet? Not really. Okay. And now the Spanish have sphered me. So what that means is we're going to have to eventually wait for Spain to fall out of great power status, which they normally do. Alliance offer from Spain. Who else likes Spain? Is it Austria? The Netherlands? Let's see if the Netherlands would actually be willing to take an alliance with me. Would not take me that long to get to an alliance with the Netherlands, actually. And France now. Still a little ways away. We're going to have to continue to work on that. But Netherlands already allied with Prussia at the moment. So let's go ahead. Whoops. I will take the alliance with Spain for now. We could try to stab them in the back late campaign. Army attrition, -5%. I'll take that. Ooh, gain 10 prestige. Absolutely. That bumps me all the way back up to number 13 in the world. You gotta love that. Tax efficiency plus 1%. Great. population. Clergymen now up to 1.5, so that's good. I started the campaign with research points at about 6.3, so that's already up to 8.3 right up here at the top. So things actually happening there. You've got Egypt that's taken over some of Ethiopia too. Interesting stuff. Trying to get in with the Dutch too. Which that modifier just went down significantly. Too many alliances now. Go figure. And that's mostly because of my alliance that I just put into place with Spain. Pretty sure of that. We can spend the other relationship points over here with France though, so that'll work. Excellent. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.